Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage, and we finally got a 68 Camaro to work on. So this is going to be a nice little car here. Nothing, it's not going to be, it's like a day two car. So don't look for this to be super original. But you know me and Larry, when we work on cars, even though we say we're doing day two cars, we still make things look original and whatnot. But this is not the wheels we're going to have on it. It's not the rear end we're going to have in the car. We are going to put a 12 bolt rear end in there. Right now there's a 10 bolt under here, and it's not even in there, right? I think it's shifted off to one side. But the paint's done, and it's beautiful. You did a great job. A little skunk works here. I think it looks fabulous. Up close, it looks fabulous. I mean, it's shining nice. Paul does a great job. There's a little dust on it from me cleaning stuff today, but does a great job. I've got a turbo 400 transmission in here. I got to check out what kind of stall converter we got going on, and we're mating it up with this. Mike says it's a DZ motor, but it's LT1. It's a 350, and I guess I got to prove that to people, but we'll do that at a later time. And I want to put the Holly fuel injection on it, but I think we'll start it up and get it all primed up with a regular carburetor. So there you go. There's a little preview of what's to come here in Meldrum's Monster Garage, working on Mike's 68 Camaro. Oh, it's going to be fun. All right, the first project we're going to do on this 68 Camaro is convert over to disc brakes. So as you can see, we got drum brakes on here, and we'll have to get those off of there. And Paul didn't even send it over here with a drum on the brake. Look at that. Look at all those cobwebs down there. Yeah, these things haven't. You need something for your I think Chevelle, I think Camaro, I think they all fit everything. Anyway, we gotta get the hub off of here, which well, it's a broken stud. There's a missing stud on there too. That's interesting. Anyway, we'll get this all blown apart, and I bought a disc brake system from Right Stuff over at Summit Racing, and we'll get started on that. I'm just waiting for it to come, so I'll take this brake system off and get all prepared for it on maybe both sides, depends on when UPS decides to deliver today, and then I'll get started on it. All right, here we go. All right, did you think I went to Summit and with the Corvette and picked up those parts? Well, actually, no. Mike, don't panic. I didn't drive the Corvette over to Talmadge. The parts came to my house, and I bopped over there,
and picked up the parts and brought them back. Corvettes they don't make great pickup trucks, but hey, they did the job and I felt like driving the Corvette today, so we did that. So now we're back on this 68 Camaro, and we're gonna work on the disc brake conversion. And I picked up a kit from Summit. It's called Right Stuff, and it comes with everything you need to do it. I mean, it's got the backing plate here. I've been busy unpacking things. It's got the backing plate. It's got the part to hold the disc brake. It's got your brake hose, and even comes with the clip, so you can mount the clip right here. And then it comes with a brand new disc brake assembly, which I will need to install the bearings and the bearing steels back there, but that's a-okay because it comes complete with some nice Timken batteries. Timken, as you guys know, made in Akron, Ohio, I hope. Let me see, is this really made? Where are these things made? Made in the US with imported content. So that's how they get around that, being able to label it that way. Got all the bolt kits and whatnot. So, and then of course, I didn't take this out of the box yet, the actual disc brake there. So we're good. And also, Mike, I want to tell you, you lucked out. We were at Summit back in, maybe this is over a couple years ago, and Mike saw these, we were working on shocks at the time, and Mike saw these shocks on the scratch and dent place, and he says, yeah, they're GM shocks, so AC Delco, why don't I buy them? Well, they don't fit Chevelles, but lo and behold, they do fit this Camaro. And lo and behold, Paul didn't give us any shock absorbers when he brought the car back. So awesome. We got new shocks, and I've got the instructions for this. So we're gonna get busy. I gotta pack some bearings full of grease, and that's always such a satisfying job. You know, you're taking the bearings, and just I'll get some gloves on, and I'll get some grease, and we'll just squeeze that grease in there. Man, I love doing that job. So all you do is take some grease. Well, why don't I show you? All right, we're gonna put some bearings in the back of this brake here. So we got the bearing, Timken bearing. We got a seal that we'll put in here, and we've got grease too. And hey, just a note here. This is Men's Health Awareness Month, so hey, guys, make sure you're taking care of yourself out there. You know, there's all sorts of things you got to worry about as we get older. I'm 62 this year, and I'm reminded of this because, you know, Mike's a couple years older than me, and everything turned out okay, but he went out for a colonoscopy today. I don't know if he wants me to say this or not, but everything turned out okay. And he doesn't have to go back for another 5 years, which is kind of in the position I'm in. I went 2 years ago and everything checked out. So another thing to think about is as we get older and weathered and we're out in the sun, you got to worry about melanoma, which is skin cancer. You know, I'm down at the ballpark, so I'm out in the sun a lot now, a lot more than my working days at mowing. When I was an engineer sitting behind the desk, I didn't get a lot of sun, but now I'm out in the sun, and melanoma kind of runs in my family. My brothers had some issues with it. I had a cousin, Gordon, that passed away from melanoma. My Uncle Frank passed away, and Uncle Frank had a big spot on his chest, and he'd still probably be with us if he'd have got that checked out a lot earlier. I had a big chunk of skin taken out of my arm right here. It's still kind of dented from, they took a little sample. They said it was cancerous, so they dug out some more. Ended up with 5 or 6 stitches there. Also on my back, I got that. My back healed up a lot better than my arm did. But anyway, I'm reminded this a couple different things about Men's Health Awareness Month. There's a ride called the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, DGR, and all the guys get all dressed up to ride their motorcycles around town. And I was walking to the stadium and I saw my buddies at Cleveland Moto. I love their podcast. I don't even have a scooter or motorcycle anymore, and I still listen to their podcast, but they organized this event, and I saw some guys on scooters and motorcycles all dressed up. I even saw a couple women dressed up with ties on the Distinguished Gentleman's Drive, and it's all about raising awareness for men's health too, and they make donations based on their ride, so it's real good. Anyway, back to my grease thing here. Hey, when you pick up the grease off the shelf, make sure you read it. This is general purpose grease. It's great for bearings on drum brakes, but I read on here it says don't use for disc brakes. So imagine disc brakes, they have higher heat on the hub assembly, and they want you to use this high temperature red grease. This particular grease is good for all bearings. So make sure you're picking up the right grease. We're gonna get a big dip of grease here, all right, and we're gonna stick it in my palm here, and then we're gonna press the bearing right in there, and keep pressing it in and working it around till you see it start to. You'll actually see it start to ooze out of here. So you're pressing it in here, all right? That little window there, or the window over here, and then you're working it all the way around, all right? So I love doing this. It's satisfying. I don't know why, but just I don't know. It helps. Maybe it helps with my blood pressure. I don't know. But I like to give the bearing a little spin around too, to make sure I've got it all in there. But this, I mean, you get this in here really quick, and it's okay to be messy with this. I'm gonna put a little of my leftover grease down in here, all right? And looks like we're all set to go here. All right, nicely in there. And then, hey, don't forget when you take your gloves off, all you gotta do is pinch here, pull this out, and it covers up the grease. And then you take this other one off and holding on to the glove, and there you go. Voila. No grease on me. All right. So then I'm gonna grab my seal. Hopefully you can see this. Grabbing my seal here. I'm gonna put it right on top there, and I went and found a huge socket. What is this socket? It's just huge. 1 7/8. Wow. And I'm gonna tap it down on there. All right. Just gonna press that in. All right. And little tappy there all the way around. And now we're all fully seated there. So make sure it's below the surface just a touch, and you're all set to go. All right, there's your message on men's health awareness and lowering your blood pressure through greasing your bearings. Let's get back on this 68 Camaro.
All right, there you go. I've got one side done, and I know I didn't take you through that, but I'm going to take you through the other side. I'm going to put you in fast motion. And the first thing we're going to have to do, I tried to use the spindle, the stock spindle, but no bueno, didn't work out. So I got all my tools transferred over to this side. I got to start by taking this spindle out. And that's a chore because, you know, you got this is a lot of tension on this spring. So I've got a spring compressor, and on these Camaros, on the Chevelle, you can put the whole spring compressor right in through the arm. But on this Camaro, the hole down here is smaller, so you got to kind of jimmy this in here, and then use the top here of the spring compressor to get that spring compressed. And then we feel safer about, taking this off. So I'm going to set you up on the camera and you can see what it takes, and I'll put you into fast motion. All right, here we go. Instructions. Yeah. All right, let's get going. The instructions don't tell you everything. One of the things that you need to do is compress this spring and do it safely. So, like I say, I'll put you in fast motion because I know I'm going to struggle through this, even though I already did it once. I've got the car, front end of the car up on jack stands. I'm going to use this jack to support this bottom. And hopefully I got all the tools within arm's reach, so I shouldn't have to get up here. But we'll see. This is the tricky part, getting this up through here. So because you gotta capture the spring here, but you can't just put it in. It doesn't fit. So you gotta maneuver your way in here. Oh, might as well start by taking off these keys too. Oh, I gotta go on the other side and do the other side. Okay, it took me an hour to do this side, and it probably took me 2 hours to do the other side because I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop the camera here, and I'll take you off the camera and show you around. Oh, it's hell getting old. All right, there you go. We got the disc brakes on. Uncle Larry helped me put the shocks on too. So next week when we come over, we will open up this Summit box, which contains the brake booster on here. And Paul brought over the brake assembly and some wires and a transmission cross member for a Turbo 400. And I'm gonna have to, looks like I'm gonna have to sandblast it, but I need to paint that up. So I'll probably end up taking that apart and oiling it up and painting it and all that good stuff. And then what else did I want to say before I get out of here? Motor mounts. I got to take one more look across the street. I put the motor mounts Paul brought over in the sandblast cabinet, and then I got the motor mounts to mount. I think I have them to mount on the engine too.
Are in the hole.
All right. Say goodbye, Larry.
Goodbye.
See ya.
See you later.
Remember, don't do what I do. I'm an idiot working in the garage. I don't know what's going on most of the time. I just do my best. It's for sheer entertainment. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. See ya.